Why having a great resume, an optimized LinkedIn profile, and applying for at least 5 jobs per day will not help you to land a new job. I know many career coaches say that, and I have heard that several times in my life. As a candidate, I also believed on it. But being on the other side of the process, working as a recruiter, I now know that this is not the way to get there. Yeah, a lot of people keep saying that, but just applying for jobs once you have a good curriculum and a good LinkedIn profile is not the solution, or at least is not the fastest way to do that. Stay with me, because in this video I'm going to show you different ways to do that, how to overcome this fear of I will never land a new job, and how to do the right actions to get results faster. Who am I to talk about it, right? Why do I know that applying for jobs once you have a good resume and a good LinkedIn profile alone won't help you to land a job? My name is Juliana Rabbi, and I worked as a recruiter for more than 15 years in multinational companies, talking and interviewing candidates from all over the world. I was checking curriculums, resumes every single day, searching for candidates on LinkedIn, doing interviews, phone interviews, face-to-face interviews, Skype interviews at that time. There was no Zoom yet. So I know what I'm talking about. I know how it should be on the side of the company, evaluating candidates and try to identify the ones that are the best fit for the position. Obviously, you want to apply for jobs, right? That's the initial step of the process, but for sure it's not the most important one. For sure, applying for jobs is not the one that's going to make a big difference. And let's talk more about it so you can understand every other aspect that is involved in a successful job search. The most basic thing you can do as a candidate in a job searching is finding the job that you like, finding a company that you want to work for, and applying for that job. That's basic. There is nothing outstanding. There is nothing amazing about it. Probably this is not what is going to help you to land a new job. But you need to do that. I mean, let's be sincere. Applying for jobs is just like the first step, the initial step of the stair towards landing your dream job. So you should do it, definitely. And before doing that, you should definitely have a good curriculum and a good LinkedIn profile. So I'm not saying those things are not important. Don't take me wrong. I'm just saying that they are not the end of the road. They are the very first thing, the very basic step that you should do. When it comes to optimizing your curriculum or your resume and your LinkedIn profile, some tips I can tell you are, first of all, keep them updated. I have seen countless LinkedIn profiles and curriculum that doesn't mention like the current experience, or the person is attending a very important course, but it's not in the curriculum because the person thinks, oh, I didn't finish the course yet. Shall I add it to my curriculum in LinkedIn? Yes. If you're doing the course, if you're attending the course right now, make sure you mention it and just put the end date, but you want to reflect that already in your curriculum and your LinkedIn profile. Also, I see a lot of extremely descriptive curriculum and LinkedIn profile. So it should not be like the copy of a job description, very boring, like just a list of things. We want to see, as a recruiter, what we want to see is your achievements. How did you make a difference in the companies? Which results you brought? How did you optimize the system? How did you save money? How did you get new clients? The compliments you get. So make sure you put emphasis, instead of just describing what you have done, into the achievement. So all those things are important to make you look good in your curriculum and your LinkedIn profile before you apply for jobs. So yes, you want to apply for jobs, but this is just the first step in the process. Have you ever heard about the hidden job market? Yes, let me say that again, hidden job market. If not, let me tell you what is that. 80% of the positions available in the market right now, 80%, a big majority, they are not posted everywhere. You won't find 80% of the positions that actually exist, they are real, they won't be in any job board, they won't be on LinkedIn. You won't see them written and posted anywhere. Why is that? Well, reasons can be very different. From it's a kind of sensitive or strategic position, so there is someone still working in that position and the company doesn't want to post the position because the person that is still working might know why are they posting my position out there. Sometimes companies don't have money to post a job offer because it can be very expensive, let's say between 400 and 1,000 euros or even more to post a single job offer on Monster, on LinkedIn, on the job boards out there. So sometimes the company doesn't have the budget for it or doesn't want to use the budget for that specific position. So reasons are very diverse, but what you need to understand is that most of the positions available, they are not posted anywhere. Only 20% of the positions are the ones that you will see in a job board and you can apply for them. What does it mean? That if you just apply for jobs that you see posted somewhere, you're competing with a very small slice of the cake. There are way more positions out there. You just need to find them. How to find the positions that are not posted anywhere? One way to do that is having a strong network. Connect with people that are working in the company you want to work for, recruiters, hiring managers, people working in the same area or in the same position level that you are working, because those people, they will know before whenever a position is available. And when you have this network with them, you should not be talking about jobs initially. It's not like, okay, I want to connect with you because I'm looking for a new job, but it's creating a really strong and solid relationship with those people. So whenever they know about a position that will never be posted anywhere, they can contact you, they can think about you, they can offer you this position before they post it or before they close the position, because sometimes companies try to cover the position internally based on referral, like one employee refer someone else to that position, or they just talk between their team and all of that, and if they can cover the position without posting, they go for it. And sometimes they don't even have the option of posting that position, so they will have to find a way to internally or by referral cover this position. Recruiters also, headhunters also do a lot of proactive search. So instead of posting the position, they just go on LinkedIn or on the job boards database, their pipeline, and they check candidates who already apply for previous positions, candidates that are in their database in general. So this is also a nice way to be called for the positions. Be there, be accessible for the headhunters, for the internal recruiters, for the hiring managers, so they can think about you also whenever there is a position that will never be posted anywhere, but they do exist. Also, let people know that you are available for a new job. A lot of job seekers, they feel ashamed of sharing with their network, with their family, with their friends, with their work, previous work colleagues, that they are looking for a new job. Don't be ashamed of that, because people who know you, people who trust you, people who know already how you are as an employee, they have worked with you before, so they can refer you. They really can say, okay, this person is good. They are most likely to think about you when there is a position available that could fit perfectly to your profile. But obviously they need to know that you are looking for a job. So don't be afraid when you are in a job searching situation. Try to identify people that you really want to let know that you are available for a job. You can even mention to them that in case you're still working at the moment, you want to make things a bit confidential, you don't want to create any problem with your current job, but please let people around you know that you're looking for a job, because a lot of positions that will never be posted anywhere will come through those people, and they're going to try to find between their network, between the people they trust, find the best candidate for the position. And this person can be you. Creating a strong network in the company, in the future company you want to work for, is a great way to increase the chance of landing a new job. When you apply for a job offer, it shouldn't be the first time that the company hears about you. Yes, exactly. Applying for a job should be just one more step in the process. But ideally, you'll be already connected with different people that work in that company, the recruiter that is recruiting for that position, your future hiring manager, and they know about you. So how to do that? You can engage with those people easily on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is for free. You don't need to pay a premium account to do that. You can find people. You go on the company's LinkedIn page, for example. You click in check employees, and you see people, everyone that is working in the company, everyone who mentioned on LinkedIn that they are or they worked in the company. But it's a great database. It's for free. It's very easy to access that. So try to identify the key people in that company that you want to work for and establish a connection with them before you apply for the job offer. When I say establish a connection, I mean you can connect with them on LinkedIn, but it's more than that. You can engage with those people content. You can add value every time you engage. So take this opportunity to build up a real connection and add value. So every time you say something, every time you comment something in the post, make sure it's a meaningful comment and make sure you're showing all your potential, your expertise on it. So be careful because you're going to get visibility. You don't want to be seen as someone that just makes silly comments or someone that doesn't really add value. On the other hand, you want to be seen like, okay, this person really knows what he or she is talking about. Every time this person writes something, it's good to read. I know that the person has a solid knowledge in this area. So take the chance to strengthen the connection with people working in a dream company. So whenever you apply, they already know your name, they are familiar with your face, and it's like, oh, that's great that this person applied. It's just like the next natural step in the process, but because the relationship is already built. The connection is already there. So applying for the job is just one more step. People already know about you. It's not the first time they hear about you. So remember, applying for a job offer should never be the first time the company hear about you. Competition is very high in the market right now, right? We all know that, but why people still use old techniques once the market has changed? Years ago, I still remember that we used to print the curriculum, right, in a piece of paper and then go to the companies or go to the shops you want to work for, whatever, and give it in hand. That was the old way it used to work. And then we start having offers posted in job offers. Nobody printed curriculum anymore and go in person to deliver them. The other mistake that we do now, a lot of candidates do at the moment, is just applying for offers, a lot of them, and then wait. Apply and just sit and wait at home. There is also a term for that I find very funny. It's spray and pray. So like you spray your curriculum everywhere and then you just pray that it works. So spray and pray. It's what most of people do actually. That comes from a lot of career codes that misled the situation and kept saying, if you apply for 5 to 10 jobs per day, you're going to land a new job. I mean, come on, that's not true. Just applying for jobs and waiting for the result is not the most smart way to do your job search. It's not the fastest way. That's what everybody does. So forget about the spray and pray. It's a funny term, but it's not effective at all. And try to find ways to differentiate yourself in the job search. And when I say differentiate, I'm obviously assuming that you already have an amazing curriculum, an amazing LinkedIn profile. I'm assuming that. I'm assuming that you're also applying for jobs. So all those things I'm taking for granted because, as I said before, they are very basic, but you go one step ahead. So, for example, you can add a video curriculum similar to what I'm doing here. You talking about yourself, how you can serve the company better, how you meet the requirements. So it's always about the company, not about you, but it's a different way to present yourself. People will see how you communicate, your motivation and all of that. So adding a video curriculum to your application process is a great way to differentiate yourself, even if the company didn't work for that. That's one way. Another way is to follow up. So once you apply for a job, you can try to find the recruiter or the position in charge of that available position and do a follow-up. Send an email, send a connection request on LinkedIn, send a message to say, hey, I applied for that job. Make sure you mention the name because recruiters, they deal with a lot of positions. So I applied for this position and I just want to confirm that you got my application. I'm very motivated and this is shortly my profile. So you add like 2 phrases with a summary of your profile. So follow up with that. If you moved ahead in the process, if you did, for example, 1, 2 job interviews, make sure you send a thank you email to the recruiter or to the person who interviewed you, confirming your motivation for the position, adding anything that maybe you forgot to say during the job interview, and confirming how you can solve the company's problem, having some ideas, sharing some ideas from your side about how you could be useful to the company, how you can add to the team to find a solution for the problems the company has. So this is way beyond just spray and pray. apply for the job and sit in your couch and wait. You do that, but you go several steps ahead. And finally, once you have done all those things, you have an amazing curriculum and LinkedIn profile, you applied for jobs in a way that you differentiate yourself from others, you create a strong connection, a strong network, you find a way to get to know the hidden job market and connect with those positions that are not posted anywhere. You do a follow-up, you differentiate yourself, all of that. Don't get too attached to that position or that company. I know this can seem a bit contradictory, but it's not. You do everything that is in your hand to stand out, to differentiate from others, to meet people that already work in the company, to be remembered, to show all your knowledge. You should do all those things. But once you do that, move on. Let it go. You do what is in your hands, but there are so many aspects in the recruitment process that you cannot control as a candidate. And let me tell you, recruiters cannot control that either. Sometimes a position is canceled from the management. Sometimes a budget needs to be used for something else. There are so many things involved. So you will never be able to control all those aspects. There are a lot of things going on around the recruitment process. Don't suffer for the things you cannot control, but on the other side, put your time, your energy, your commitment into the few things that you can control, make your best within that area, and let it go. And what I mean by let it go is keep your job searching process. You should have a strategy, okay? So keep going, keep following your strategy, do a follow-up, keep checking, be aware of the deadlines. Like if the company said they're going to tell you something 10 days and they didn't, then you can follow up again, but keep moving ahead towards other options. Nothing is guaranteed until the moment you sign a contract. Let me tell you that. Maybe they said, oh, you are one of the best candidates. We are between you and just another person. So most likely you're going to get the position. When still it's a no. Even if they say you are approved until they give you something written, like a pre-contract or the contract, things can change. And I mean, I know it's not fair. I know sometimes we are like already super excited about the new position and things change. So just put your focus and your energy in the things you can control and keep going, keep moving ahead with your job search until the position is finally officially confirmed that you are the person selected. So don't get too attached to a position until it is 100% confirmed that you are the chosen person. Have your strategy and keep moving, because things can change and it's not worth your time to worry about the things that are outside of your control. Landing a new job is a process. It's not magic like that. I wish it was easier, but there are different steps in the process. It might take time, and hopefully you're going to find something that is aligned with the lifestyle you want to have, aligned with your values, with the area you want to work, something that motivates you, an industry that you feel happy about it. So it's a lot of things involved, and it deserves your time. It deserves the best version of you working on it. So understand what will bring you faster and better results and go for it, and forget the old school, like, oh, I already have a great resume, my LinkedIn profile is already updated, I'm going to apply for 5 to 10 jobs per day, and that will guarantee results. There are way many things that you can do. Now you know what, so go for it. Keep motivated, believe that you can do that, and if you need further help with that, just let me know in the comments below. Why having a great curriculum resume? I worked as a rhythm. Don't be ashamed of that, because people who know you, landing a new job, especially one that makes you happy, that is aligned with your studies, with your values, with your,